We end our calls with "I love you." We have a relationship that's very, very unique, and I am extremely proud to say that I'm his coach.
What if I told you that Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowl rings weren't just about his legendary arm or clutch gene?
Tom Brady is often called the greatest quarterback who ever played in the NFL.
What if the real secret was 7 coaches who shaped the greatest quarterback of all time in ways the public never knew? While everyone debates Brady versus Manning or argues about deflated footballs, they're missing the most fascinating story in NFL history.
Greatest player in sports, and the quarterback is the most impactful position.
Behind those 7 championships,
Tom Brady, Super Bowl champion for the 7th time,
are 7 coaching masterminds who didn't just teach Brady how to throw. They rewired his brain, rebuilt his mechanics.
He's the best football player to ever play football, ever.
I've been asked that question for many years. Tom is the best.
And turned a 6th-round draft pick into the most successful player in football history.
they have completed the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history, led by the greatest quarterback.
This isn't the story ESPN tells you. This is about late-night film sessions, heated arguments that almost ended careers, and coaching decisions that changed the trajectory of the NFL forever.
There. Analyze what you're doing now. Short stride, left shoulder closed.
By the end of this video, you'll understand why Brady calls these 7 men the architects of greatness.
Finally, when I got the chance to play my freshman year in high school, I went to a quarterback camp that Coach Martinez did every summer.
And why their influence extends far beyond those championship rings. The Brady coaching tree. Here's what makes Brady's story unique. Most elite quarterbacks have 1 or 2 defining coaches. Brady had 7 game changers, each arriving at the perfect moment to unlock the next level of his evolution. This wasn't accident. This was destiny meeting preparation over and over again. But here's the part that will blow your mind. 3 of these coaches initially wanted to bench Brady. 2 of them got into screaming matches with him that nearly ended their relationships. And 1 of them taught Brady a technique so controversial that other coaches called it football heresy. These aren't just feel-good mentor stories. These are the untold battles, breakthroughs, and brilliant coaching decisions that created the GOAT.
I stand down. He is the GOAT and the boat and everything else.
Number 1, Dick Rehbein, the foundation builder. Most people don't even know this name, but Dick Rehbein might be the most important coach in Brady's career. As the Patriots quarterback's coach when Brady was drafted, Rehbein saw something in the skinny kid from Michigan that everyone else missed. Here's the story that's never been told. During Brady's rookie minicamp, Rehbein pulled him aside after a disastrous practice where Brady threw 3 interceptions. Instead of criticism, Rehbein said something that changed everything. "Tom, you're thinking like a college quarterback in an NFL body. We're going to rebuild your brain." Rehbein spent countless hours with Brady that first season, not just teaching him the playbook, but teaching him how to think like a professional quarterback. He introduced Brady to film study techniques that would become legendary, watching not just his own plays, but studying how defenses reacted to different formations. The breakthrough moment came during a practice in November 2000. Brady was struggling with reading blitzes, and Rehbein set up a drill where he had linebackers show blitz, then drop into coverage. After Brady got fooled for the 10th time, Rehbein stopped practice and said, "Tom, stop watching their feet. Watch their eyes. The eyes never lie." That single piece of advice became the foundation of Brady's pre-snap reads for the next 23 years. Tragically, Rehbein died of a heart attack in August 2001, just as Brady was about to become the starter. Brady has said that everything he accomplished was built on Rehbein's foundation. Number 2, Bill Belichick, the master architect. Everyone knows Belichick coached Brady, but the real story is how their relationship almost imploded before it began. During Brady's second season, Belichick was ready to trade him. The Patriots had just signed Drew Bledsoe to a massive contract, and Belichick thought Brady was too slow to be elite. The turning point came during the 2001 season when Bledsoe got injured. Belichick didn't want to start Brady, he wanted to sign a veteran. But something happened during Brady's first start against Indianapolis that changed Belichick's mind forever. With 2 minutes left and the Patriots down by 3, Brady audibled out of Belichick's called play, something rookies never did. The audible resulted in a touchdown pass to David Patton. After the game, Belichick confronted Brady, "Why did you change my play?" Brady's response was legendary. "Coach, they were showing me something different than what we prepared for. I had to adjust." That moment convinced Belichick that Brady had the football IQ to run his complex system. But here's the secret to their success. Belichick didn't just coach Brady, he challenged him intellectually. Every week, Belichick would present Brady with defensive scenarios that hadn't been invented yet, forcing him to think 3 steps ahead of the game. Their most heated argument came before Super Bowl 39 against Philadelphia. Belichick wanted to run a conservative game plan, but Brady argued for a more aggressive approach. They screamed at each other for 20 minutes before Belichick finally said, "Fine, Tom, but if this fails, it's on you." Brady threw for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns in a 24-21 victory. Number 3, Charlie Weis, the offensive genius. Charlie Weis was the offensive coordinator who turned Brady from a game manager into a precision passing machine. But their relationship started with Weis wanting to cut Brady entirely. During Brady's rookie year, Weis told Belichick that Brady doesn't have the arm strength for our system. Weis preferred a more vertical passing attack, and Brady's college tape showed a quarterback who relied on short, safe throws. Everything changed during a practice in 2001 when Weis challenged Brady to throw a comeback route to Troy Brown with perfect timing. Brady not only completed the pass, but placed it exactly where only Brown could catch it. Weis realized that Brady's weakness, his reliance on precision over power, was actually his greatest strength. Weis completely rebuilt the Patriots' offense around Brady's unique skills. Instead of the vertical passing game he preferred, Weis created a horizontal attack based on timing, precision, and Brady's incredible ability to read defenses pre-snap. The breakthrough came during the 2003 season, when Weis introduced the pick plays that would become a Brady signature. These weren't illegal picks. They were perfectly legal rubs that required split-second timing between quarterback and receiver. Brady mastered these plays so completely that other teams started calling them Brady picks. Weis's most important contribution was teaching Brady to take what the defense gives you. This philosophy became the foundation of Brady's career. Never force throws, always find the open man, and trust that consistent execution beats spectacular plays. Number 4, Josh McDaniels, the system perfecter. Josh McDaniels had 2 separate coaching relationships with Brady, and both were transformative. During his first stint as offensive coordinator, McDaniels helped Brady achieve his greatest statistical season in 2007. But here's the untold story. McDaniels and Brady initially clashed because McDaniels wanted to change everything Weis had built. McDaniels believed the offense was too predictable and wanted to add more vertical elements. Their breakthrough came during the 2006 season when McDaniels suggested using Brady's pre-snap reads to create option routes, plays where receivers would adjust their routes based on what Brady saw from the defense. This required an almost telepathic connection between quarterback and receiver. The system reached perfection in 2007 when Brady threw 50 touchdown passes and only 8 interceptions. But the real genius was in the details. McDaniels had created an offense where Brady could audible into the perfect play for any defensive look. When McDaniels returned in 2012, he found a different Brady. Older, more experienced, but also more demanding. Their second partnership focused on adapting Brady's game for longevity. McDaniels introduced the quick release passing game that would define Brady's later career. The most important innovation was the hot routes system, where Brady could change any receiver's route at the line of scrimmage based on defensive alignment. This system was so complex that it took most receivers 2 full seasons to master, but it made the Patriots' offense virtually unstoppable. Number 5, Tom Martinez, the mechanics master. Tom Martinez wasn't an NFL coach. He was Brady's personal quarterback guru, who worked with him from high school through his entire Patriots career. Martinez is the most important coach most fans have never heard of. Martinez first met Brady when he was a 13-year-old kid at a quarterback camp in California. Brady's mechanics were terrible. He had a long, looping delivery that would never work at higher levels. Martinez told Brady's parents that their son had great instincts, but the worst throwing motion I've ever seen. What happened next was extraordinary. Martinez spent the next 18 years completely rebuilding Brady's throwing motion. Every offseason, Brady would return to Martinez's facility in California for intensive mechanics work. The breakthrough came during Brady's senior year at Michigan when Martinez finally perfected Brady's release. The new motion was quicker, more compact, and generated more velocity with less effort. This new delivery is what allowed Brady to succeed in the NFL. But Martinez's most important contribution was mental. He taught Brady that mechanics weren't just about throwing, they were about consistency under pressure. Martinez would have Brady practice his delivery while coaches screamed at him, while loud music played, and while defenders rushed at him. Martinez continued working with Brady throughout his NFL career, making subtle adjustments as Brady aged. When Brady's arm strength began to decline in his late 30s, Martinez adjusted his mechanics to generate more velocity with less effort. Number 6. Alex Guerrero, the body whisperer. Alex Guerrero wasn't technically a coach, but his impact on Brady's career was coaching-level transformative. Guerrero's TB12 method didn't just extend Brady's career, it revolutionized how quarterbacks prepare their bodies. Brady first met Guerrero in 2006, when he was dealing with shoulder problems that threatened his career. Traditional medical approaches weren't working, and Brady was desperate for alternatives. Guerrero's approach was radical. Instead of treating symptoms, he focused on pliability, keeping Brady's muscles long, soft, and resilient. The program included specialized massage, resistance band work, and a nutrition plan that eliminated nightshades and other inflammatory foods. The results were immediate and dramatic. Brady's shoulder problems disappeared, his mobility improved, and his arm strength actually increased as he got older. By his late 30s, Brady was throwing harder than he had in his 20s. But Guerrero's most important contribution was changing Brady's mindset about aging. Instead of accepting decline as inevitable, Guerrero convinced Brady that proper body maintenance could actually improve performance over time. The proof was in the results. Brady played his best football after age 37, winning 4 Super Bowls and 3 MVP awards in his final decade. No quarterback in history had ever maintained that level of performance into their 40s. Number 7. Byron Leftwich, the final evolution. When Brady joined Tampa Bay, offensive coordinator Byron Leftwich faced an impossible task: adapting a 42-year-old quarterback to a completely new system while maintaining championship-level performance. Leftwich's approach was brilliant. Instead of forcing Brady to learn Tampa Bay's system, he adapted the system to maximize Brady's remaining strengths. Leftwich studied 20 years of Brady film to understand exactly what made him special. The key insight was that Brady's greatest strength wasn't his arm. It was his ability to process information faster than any quarterback in history. Leftwich built an offense around Brady's pre-snap reads, creating multiple options on every play. But Leftwich's masterstroke was psychological. He convinced Brady that joining Tampa Bay wasn't about proving he could win without Belichick. It was about proving he could elevate an entire organization through leadership and preparation. The results speak for themselves. Brady led Tampa Bay to a Super Bowl victory in his first season, and nearly repeated the following year. At age 44, he was still playing at an MVP level. The coaching legacy. These 7 coaches didn't just teach Brady how to play quarterback, they created a template for sustained excellence that changed football forever. Each coach arrived at the perfect moment to unlock the next level of Brady's evolution. From Rehbein's foundation to Leftwich's final evolution, Brady's career was a masterclass in continuous improvement. He never stopped learning, never stopped adapting, and never stopped pushing the boundaries of what was possible. The real secret wasn't Brady's talent, it was his coachability. While other elite quarterbacks resisted change, Brady embraced it. He understood that greatness wasn't a destination but a journey that required constant evolution. The Untold Impact. Here's what makes this story truly remarkable. These 7 coaches didn't just create the greatest quarterback of all time, they revolutionized how the position is taught, trained, and played. Brady's pre-snap reads became the standard for modern quarterbacks. His mechanics work with Martinez influenced an entire generation of QB coaches. His body maintenance program with Guerrero changed how athletes approach longevity. Every current NFL quarterback has been influenced by innovations these 7 coaches developed with Brady. From Patrick Mahomes' pre-snap adjustments to Aaron Rodgers' mechanics refinements, Brady's coaching tree touches every corner of the modern game. The final truth: Tom Brady's 7 Super Bowl rings weren't just about talent, luck, or even hard work. They were about finding the right coach at the right moment, 7 different times, and having the humility to keep learning throughout a 23-year career. While other players peaked and declined, Brady kept evolving because he never stopped being coached. He understood that greatness isn't about what you know, it's about what you're willing to learn. That's the real secret behind the 7 rings. 7 coaches who saw different aspects of greatness in Tom Brady and had the wisdom to nurture them into championship reality. Which of these coaching relationships surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Film Lore for more untold stories from the world of sports.